Hi, I'm Chris from Airwindows. I'm back, and I have a plugin for you. And here's something that I was working on a little while ago. It's a bit of a blast from the past. You can do this. But not just this. So what I'm showing you is a plugin called StereoChorus. Here's what we started with. This is a little Moog lead line, and it is recorded in mono, except Airwindows StereoChorus will let you do nice wide spatiality going on here. We got speed here, cranking all the way up to 1. And depth controls how far it goes out from your central period. As you can hear, it goes fairly wide. If we slow it down, the depth expands. And you'll notice that one doesn't lead. They both alternately lead in the stereo image. And we can put a little reverb on there. But what if you wanted super hyper wide? Well, one thing you can do there is add another plugin. So now we've got StereoChorus. And the reason I can demonstrate it for you like this is because these are all free. They're Patreon supported. So my suggestion is, if you're going to donate to the Patreon, then like say $50 a year for as many plugins as you're using. And if that don't work for you, wait a year and see whether you're still using the plugins. Anyways, here's Seriously 2. So if we also include this, without it you got this, but Seriously 2 lets you get extremely exaggerated with things. And we'll pull out the mid and have only a extreme side effect. And we'll give it that reverb again. And there you have it. We've got a extremely crazy wide synthesizer lead that can sit in the track. Also, back to StereoChorus. And then we'll turn StereoChorus off. And this is actually what I had sitting in the regular track. If this track sounds interesting to you, I'll tell you what, I started posting tracks that I've done, so you can hear some of these things full length, rather than just little excerpts that I'm demonstrating plugins with. So stay tuned for that one. I've posted Alien Kittens with a little video that I put on it. The videos aren't actually the most important thing, but I can't resist trying interesting things with them anyhow. And this one that you just heard a little snippet of is probably going to be the next one posted. Because being out in a strange, obscure place in Canada where I've got important stuff to do, which I'm doing, it's kicked some of my work into an interesting place where I'm doing different things with it. And I hope you'll like those things. Among them, I am going to have Renoise, possibly Fizz instruments together. I have to start using them first to see how they work. And that's the hope, is I'm starting to get together a real picture for how you can make interesting and creative music entirely on the laptop in a way that people don't necessarily, like, it's not going to sound like everything else people do. I am trying to incorporate some of the stuff that I like into the 70s ethos and vibe that I like to be able to produce. And this is interesting stuff to be working on. Wish me luck. It's a big project, but, I'm not afraid of big projects, as you know. If you like me doing big projects, please support the Patreon. There are a lot of cool things that I could do with that, and I'm working hard on being able to come up with sort of the portable rig / ultimate studio for people who are able to invest a little bit into their work, but need to choose exactly the right things in order to have the best support. And I'm working towards being able to figure out which things you need to get. Here's an example. I like these Roswell mics, and I can tell you all about how all that stuff works, and hopefully will going forward. But the first order of business is doing stuff like this. With the hope of demonstrating that the procedures I'm going through produce a cool sounding track. And it can be whatever music you like. I am also working on the arrangement card game that I've got for helping me come up with ideas for arrangements, and that would be sold because it's a physical object. And I'm getting a lot of stuff together. All the projects are very big, as you know. I'm kind of known for that, but yeah. My hope is that this is actually getting somewhere in a serious way. And I hope to be able to demonstrate that first by starting to post more in the way of tracks so you can hear what one can do with these things. And then the next step is download all the plugins so you have that part. I am leaning more heavily towards Renoise and Reaper, which are not free or open source, but they're affordable. And working on the laptop, doing things, I'm leaning in the direction of getting a Teenage Engineering tiny mixer, because if I had that, I'd have it here. And it might be able to replace a $1,600 multi-track converter from Motu that I'm currently depending on, which is too big to bring with me. And yeah, I am trying to put together the ultimate rig, like the ultimate rig for doing, firstly, my music, but then if I can do my music, then you can do your music on the same rig with the same big, full results, but maybe entirely out of a laptop or entirely on a hillside off of a laptop using entirely battery-powered gear. There's a lot of interesting things in store for where this is, and I really look forward to bringing it to you. That's kind of the exciting part for me, is getting new stuff together, which is a reimagining of what it can mean to be doing this kind of thing. And on that note, thanks for your time. I'm sorry I didn't make it to a plugin for last week, but I think I'm back in the swing of things. And especially once I get back home and I'm back to my main software development stuff, because I develop on the retro stuff first, with a bit of luck, that is going to take off and there's going to be a bunch of stuff coming out. On that note, thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.